Y'all, it's Coach Melissa here from Sincerely Creative Mom. Most of the supplies I'm using here are directly from the resupply box. So if you get that box, you can, I'm sure there's so many different ways you can use this, but we're going to use pieces of it. And then I did add another piece, which was from, oddly enough, a different supply box from November last year. So I have those pieces to kind of funnel through as well. And so, this is a very simple piece. I think there's a top to this or a bottom to this. Or we're going to create a top here. I think we're going to create it right here. So these beads kind of have a life of their own. And maybe right there and right there, I think, kind of. These beads have a life of their own. And, once they're on the ring, they kind of have spots. And so I'm going to use these spots and in between here to kind of attach our stuff. I'm going to make, I'm famous for bundles. I'm famous for that. And so I'm going to try to make 2 little sweet bundles to go on each side. And by doing so, I'm going to just pull things apart and give things a little bit more life than what they have already. I do want to make sure that they are equal. The good thing with this is there's a lot to them. So if I want to use more than one on each side, I can. There's a lot to each bundle piece, I'm saying. And then I wanted some orange in the bow, and it just so happens that I had this orange piece. So I know there's one left here, and I could split it. Maybe I'll split it to kind of get those more in there. I do want to distinctly put this into 2 pieces. So I might cut this off right here. To be a little more chunky, a little more weight to it, I think I'm going to add one of these. So I'll put these in the back because they're a little more chunky. And then I do for sure want 2 of these in there. Just trying to see where that comes apart. So I want them to be equal on each side. All right. So I love the resupply box stuff because it always, number one, I probably wouldn't have bought this on my own. Okay. So I like that it came with it, which is very nice. I'm going to take off these bottom little things so I have a spot to grab onto. We are for sure going to be using some zippy ties. Okay, so I don't want to bury those I don't want to bury those, what are they? Leaves too far down. Just depends on how we get things going here. A little bit of raffia in there, kind of. I'm just trying to build on top of one another, build on top of one another. And then, so it didn't matter on how much that, those last 2 pieces, see how, where they go? See how they're like nothing to them? Because I'm going to grab right up real close to it. So it really doesn't matter. So a nice little blend. Nice little cascade of those orange things coming through. I don't know what they are, but nice little cascade of those. Really like that. I'm famous for bundles, and for good reason. They're easy, right? They're so easy. And once I have this in here and secure, I'm going to put a couple here. I'm going to put a couple in here so they don't come apart. So again, I'm Melissa from Sincerely Creative Mom. I'm one of the coaches inside the creative coaching group. There we go. Nice little kind of down there. Oh, I got it. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to end up going them right up at the top. You see, that's kind of going down like this, but there we go. Yeah, I don't know if your customers are into the blue. I don't even know if my customers are into the blue. We're about to find out. Because I got a couple blue pieces coming. All right, let's get a bigger zippy tie. Okay. I wanted to put it up here because, as you can see, there's a spot up here that kind of, well, I'm going to put them up there. There's a spot up there that kind of is open, so I wanted to cover it. See, it's not, I didn't want, obviously, this to be in the thing here. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this together first before I attach that right in. And we're going to add a little bow to cover up this. We're going to do this off the thing and then add it. So I do want that to be close because the little bow that I'm not putting on a great big bow. This is a little piece. I know this maybe start to look a little chunky, but it's a smaller piece. So I want the bow to be real dainty, real kind of cute. Go with it. Maybe a little wispy. Ooh, I put that on backwards. It's fine. Maybe a little wispy. Maybe a little, maybe a little droopy. I got some different ribbons that we got going on. Yeah, see, that's darling. So we're just kind of add a little bit of swag to the top of this. Now, before we do that, let's just add let's add a wire so that we can attach it. And I'm going to add 2 so we can have a little weight to it. I'm going to add 2. Okay, yeah, we're not frozen. I'm going to add 2. And these are just 18 gauge wires, so they're nice and thin. You're not going to see them. And I'm going to add 2 so that we're not just kind of have one and it's wiggly wobbly. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a second. Now, I like to make these little tiny bows. Nothing to them. They're not even like, you're not even like looping. You're not even looping. I'm going to make it 8.5 inches. Because then when we're done, it'll kind of scrunch up a little bit. And I'll be able to... Okay, so we said 8.5. Oopsie. 8.5, and I'm going to go 8.5. So I'm going to go a little lot with this. A little lot. All right, so let's make a loop. I do want to try this in there. Like I said, I've never put loops in here. But I just love this ribbon so much that I did want to try it. I'm going to put a thingy around it. Actually, I might even use this ribbon to go around it. And the ribbon that goes over this is going to hide that anyway, so. I got this one that I wanted to put under. So we said 8.5. I'm going to go crisscross underneath there. So cute. I wish you could see that in person. Oh, well, let's use this. Listen, nothing is off limits. I just like using all the things. So these, first of all, I've had these forever. All these little ribbons I've had forever. I even have some brown. All right, so let's add one more piece of this. Actually, I'm going to take that. I just want to see what this is going to look like with all this stuff underneath it. I think that's going to be the better idea. Okay. And then this is the hard, weird part. I don't want anyone to ruin any of this, but I'm trying to get them as flat and scrunched as possible. It's kind of impossible, but we got it. I think we got it. Once we're in, then we can fluff it and put those right where we want. I love the resupply box. Yeah. Finishing final touch. I'm in love with this little bow. All right. I'm going to, I'm not going to put that right on top like I had originally planned. I'm going to kind of put it, I'm going to kind of put it underneath here. And I'm going to move this so that it's sideways, so I can attach it like to the top. Yeah, here we go. I think that's going to be easier, and I'm just going to be able to grab that in. Yeah, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. We're going to cut probably a piece longer than we need so that we don't burn our little fingers. So stinking pretty. Don't go anywhere. And I have my little glue gun here. I did like the way that looked kind of cinched. I don't know if you noticed that, but it looked really cute. So we're going to try to keep that look there. And I used mostly pieces from the July box, and even one from November last year that I hadn't used yet. That is darling. All right, let's hang out. Say hey. And I'm always like, no, I don't. Look at how cute. That is stinking adorable. That is perfect. All of the yeses.